Hey, what's up, boxing fans? Anthony with Bleacher Bums Gaming, and it is time for another bout in our Lineal Heavyweight Championship Series. And in today's fight, we have Peter Jackson making his sixth defense in a rematch against Hank Griffin. And in a surprising result, the first time they fought back in March, Griffin, despite being thoroughly outboxed, was able to drop Peter Jackson in the fifth and sixth rounds and ended up with a draw. So this rematch taking place in Reno, Nevada will be 15 rounds instead of 10. And Jackson will look to rebound from that disappointing performance and put a decisive stamp on his hopefully two-and-done fight series with Hank Griffin, the tough challenger. So we're ready to go. Hey, what's up, Matt? Welcome to ringside. We have refereeing this fight, Davey Pearl, who is a tough in terms of fouls, +1 to fighters' foul ratings. Two of our judges, Harold Letterman and John Keane, are both normal standard scoring and also both have the impact trait, which comes into play if a fighter is stunned during a round. And basically there, if the fighter scores more punches and stuns his opponent, he'll automatically get the round 10-9. However, throwing a wild card into the mix will be our favorite judge, Adelaide Bird. And she is very inconsistent with her scoring, often giving the round to the underperforming fighter in close rounds. So we will see how that comes into play in this one. We are ready to go. Fighters are in their corner. Traits, front runner trait for Griffin will not come into play in this fight. And Peter Jackson has the counterpoint trait +1 to all counters. So fighters are set. Let me adjust the board here a little bit. All right. We are ready to go. First round underway. Davey Pearl finishes the instructions. Fighters come to the center, and we are off. So both fighters roll 5. Jackson takes control from the outside to start this fight, and short, hard punches land. And Jackson, it's going to be both of them up. A defensive check for Griffin. Never mind, only one gets through. So Jackson comes out with a stiff jab to start the fight, and outside he's going to remain in control. 2 stars, 35. That's going to be a 3-punch combination landed. And defensively, Griffin, takes all those. 2 minutes, 20 seconds to go in the open round. Jackson looking to get off to a faster start than he typically does in his title fights. And again, from the outside, in control, but 91, and that is going to be a clinch. No punches land. Fighters jostle about at ring center. Davey Pearl breaks them up, and they resume the action. Jackson looking to work from the outside again, but Griffin takes control, lets the hands go, and that's going to be a 3-punch salvo for Griffin and a possible cut. 16 will be above Jackson's cut rating, though, so no harm, no foul, no damage. Looks like we are starting with another competitive fight. It's going to be Griffin retaining control from the outside. Lets the hands go, 20, and that's going to be 3 more big punches get through. And Jackson's going to eat every one of those. Jackson, a much better defensive fighter than Griffin, has not come into play yet. As Griffin, once again, like he did the first time, very competitive in the first round, but Jackson takes control back from the outside. 47, and snapping that jab and a cross behind it. 2 punches land, and Griffin takes both of those. 1 minute to go in the opening stanza. Jackson, 2 stars from the inside, moves in tight, lets the hands go. Hard cross, caps the sequence. 4 big punches land, and a possible cut. 17, however, is above Griffin's cut rating. And if you remember, in our first fight, multiple chances to put Griffin on the deck, and Griffin took everything Jackson had to throw, and he was the one that got the heavier punches through in that first fight. Jackson from the outside, he's going to lose control as Griffin from the outside takes it, and Griffin snaps off a couple of sharp punches. Final 20 seconds of a very close first round. Jackson with a slide edge and punches landed. And again, from the outside, it's going to be toe-to-toe, though. Going first from the inside is Griffin as he slips under the champion's jab, lets the hands go and misses. Firing back is Peter Jackson, 16 and a hard cross. 4 big punches get through as the cross finishes off that salvo. So Jackson at the end of the round rallies to take this one by a punch differential of 6. So again, the only wild card in this is Adelaide Bird, of course. Stamina, by the way, 105 for Griffin and 100 for Peter Jackson. So Jackson at a slight disadvantage. All right, we will get the scoring here. 6 punch differential. And again, Adelaide Bird is the wild card in this one, as she often is. So the judges scribble furiously away, get their scores recording, and we are set for round number 2. Fighters are up off the stools. David Pearl waves them together. Here we go. Second round of the scheduled 15-rounder. 6s, and it's going to be Jackson from the inside. 63, and he's going to miss, looking to counter. And Griffin gets home a hook and a cross. So nice counter punching by Griffin, who also did quite well countering in the first fight. Much better than Jackson, who was more renowned for that with his trait. 2 stars from the inside. Jackson dips in close. 34. It's going to be a 3-punch combination and a possible cut. And just above Griffin's cut rating there, he is fine. Needed to be a 4 less on the cut check. Dancing around now, Jackson feints. Again, dips inside. He's going to retain control. Lets the hands go. 79. It's going to be a miss. Looking to counter is Griffin. He cannot. 2 minutes to go in round number 2. Fighters tentatively circle the ring. And again, Jackson looks to get inside. He gets there, takes control, and peppers a jab and a cross. 3 big punches land, and eating all those is the challenger. So much like the first fight, a close first round. Jackson started to assert himself in the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th in that fight before the slip-ups came in the 5th and 6th. And Jackson again dips inside, lets the hands go. It's going to be a possible cut. That'll be above Griffin's cut rating, however, as 4 more big punches get through. Minute 20 to go in the round. This round has been all Jackson thus far. Circling now, and again, dipping back inside. It's going to be toe-to-toe now, and Jackson goes first from the inside. He misses. Firing back is the challenger, and the challenger, a nice 3-punch combination. Jab, a cross, and a hook get through to go in the round as Griffin looks to rally here in the last minute. Once again, from the inside, Jackson with a star. That's enough to take control. He misses, however, and missing on the countering opportunity is the challenger. Griffin's corner telling him, let the hands go inside. 2 stars for Jackson. Takes control as the round comes to a close. Possible knockdown as 5 big punches get through, and 9. That is above the chin check rating of Griffin. So a furious salvo here as this round winds down. Jackson now up to 15 punches landed in the round. Looks to get inside again. 2 stars. He takes control. 65. He's going to miss, and missing on the counter is the challenger. And round number 2 comes to an end. A very good round for the champion. 15 punches to 5. So double figures for Jackson in each of the first 2 rounds. And 10-punch differential. Hopefully even Adelaide Bird will not screw this up. All right, the judges have finished tabulating their scores for round number 2. And ringside experts at this point, IDJ, welcome to the fight, my friends. Leather is flying indeed. So we'll go to our ringside experts, Matt and IDJ. 2 rounds in, to me, Jackson seems to have control. Would you concur with that as we get set for round number 3? Stamina, 76 for the challenger, 87 for the champion, as Jackson has flipped the stamina disadvantage. However, from the inside, it's going to be the challenger taking control to start round 3, and that is going to be a big 4-punch salvo. 4 on the defensive check, and taking one of those away is Jackson. Picks off that last punch. Had a little bit of steam on it. Jackson looks to reassert himself. 1 star from the inside, and he will take control from the inside. 96, however, that's going to be a foul. 1 punch lands. And again, Davy Pearl has that tough rating on fouls, but Jackson will be okay. 13 is well above that. 1s for both fighters. Toe-to-toe from the outside. Peter Jackson lets the hands go. Would have been a possible knockdown. And letting his hands go is Griffin in retaliation. Gets home with 3 big punches, so getting the better of that exchange from the outside, which is normally where Jackson is more effective. Jackson, 3 stars from the outside. He'll have control all to himself here at 26. It's going to be a 3-punch combination, and looking to block is the challenger. Instead, he eats all 3 punches. Minute 40 to go in the 3rd round. Again, matching numbers on the ring general roll. From the inside, it's Jackson. And going to be a possible knockdown, but Griffin again holding up 2 hard shots as 4 big punches get through for the champion. Griffin's chin has been tested in both these fights and has held up admirably so far. Working again from the inside is the champion, and 0-9 lets the hands go, and that's going to be another big 4-punch salvo getting through. Eating all those is the challenger, Jackson. Having a great 3rd round here as he resets. Looks to work from the inside. Retains control, 95, and that's going to be another possible foul. And 6, his foul rating is a 3, so Davy Pearl does not affect that. Lets it go. Cautions both men about the rough stuff, but no formal warning as Jackson again dips back inside, lets the hands go, 92, and that's going to be a clinch. 20 seconds to go in the round. A round that started out very much in Griffin's favor, and the champion coming on strong to close it. They're going to go toe-to-toe from the outside. Peter Jackson goes first, and a roll of 34 from the outside. 3 big punches land, 15 now for the round for the champion. And looking to close this out, 73, and those punches will fall short. So another good round, 15-6 this time, as Jackson continues to pile up the points and is building a significant lead, 9-punch differential. And again, this should favor the champion, unless one of the judges is seeing something that we are not. So through 3 rounds, definitely we go to ringside. And Robert, what's up, buddy? Welcome to the chat, my friend. So our ringside expert, Matt Steeler Fan 1933, agrees so far Jackson through 3 rounds in control as we get ready for round number 4. And the champion's going to look to end this one inside the distance, not get carried into those later rounds where he was hurt in the first fight. It's going to be 2 stars from the outside for the champion. And Jackson in control, boxing beautifully, peppers the jab and a cross, and taking all those is Griffin. So good start to round number 4 for the champion. So 2 stars from the outside, and again, Jackson in control, and 20. That's going to be a nice 4-punch combination getting through, and again, eating all those. Griffin not doing nearly as an effective job avoiding punches as he did in the first fight at times. 3 stars from the outside is Jackson automatically in control. 22, and that's going to be another 3-punch salvo. Taking all those is the challenger. So Jackson applying the pressure here in the 4th round. 1 star from the inside, and Griffin slips under a punch, takes control from the inside. He misses, and missing the countering opportunity is the champion. As we go to the 1-minute 40-second mark of the 4th round, 2 stars for Jackson from the outside. And again, he resumes control, and 3 more big punches get through. Possible knockdown, and again, shaking it off is the challenger, the game, Hank Griffin. His chin has taken some hellacious shots in their 2 fights. And it's going to be 2 stars from the inside. And again, Jackson lets the hands go. 97, though. That's going to be a potential foul. And 8 will be above the foul rating, so he does get credit for a punch. 1 minute to go in the round. And from the inside, 2 stars again. Jackson in control, 71. He's going to miss this time. Missing on the countering opportunity is the challenger. And Griffin has yet to land a significant punch in this round at all. It's going to be toe-to-toe from the inside. And going first is Jackson, 62. He misses. Going to fire back and get some leather home is the challenger, and a jab cross the hook get through. 3 big punches land. 20 seconds to go in the round as Griffin finally makes a statement with his fists. 3s for both fighters, and again, another toe-to-toe from the inside. Griffin in control goes first this time, and 37. That's going to be a punishing cross followed by a jab. 2 punches get through, and Jackson with that one is going to have a potential knockdown if he can land here to close the round. 62, and he misses a wild winging right hand. That would have taken Griffin's head off. But round comes to a close. Another fine round for the champion. 14 punches to 5. Again, a 9-punch differential. And Jackson's been consistent through 4 rounds, landing 14, 15, 15, and 14, respectively. As we go to the judges' scoring once again. And at this point, got to believe it is a shutout for the champion. He came back a lot more focused than he was the first time they met, which again ended in that surprising 10-round draw. All right, so with the 1994 Giants at Astros tonight, outstanding. As Robert's 1994 restart playoffs are underway. Check out that great channel, by the way. So we are ready to go round number 5 now, and stamina, 47 for the challenger, 76 for the champ. Bell rings, here we go. Fighters come out and touch gloves. No stars for Jackson from the outside. It's going to be toe-to-toe, though, as no stars for Griffin as well. Jackson goes first. He's going to miss. And firing back is a challenger. He misses as well, so they exchange air blows to start the 5th round. Looking to work back inside where he's been successful is Peter Jackson. It's going to be toe-to-toe, though, and Jackson goes first, 97. That's going to be a single punch landed and a potential foul. And Davey Pearl does not see that, so he lets it go. Possible knockdown if Griffin can land. 0-7, Griffin. That's a 4-punch combination. Cross behind multiple jabs. And chin check for the champion. Could history repeat itself? 3, unbelievable. Jackson is not down, but he is hurt. It's going to be an unopposed action for the challenger. And this will take place from the outside. Griffin lets his hands go. 48 from the outside, just misses. And an opportunity slips away as, again, he staggers the champion. And that brought the ringside crowd to their feet after what happened in that first fight where Jackson apparently in control. Suffered 2 knockdowns in the middle rounds, but Jackson takes control back from the outside now, and that's going to be a 4-punch combination getting through. And eating every one of those is the challenger. Minute 40 to go in the round. So Jackson seems to have regained his senses. As both fighters roll 5, Jackson automatically in control from the outside, and that's going to be another 4-punch salvo. And defensive roll of 3. Griffin's going to take one of those away. Minute 20 to go in the round. Champion definitely a little more focused and cautious now. Takes control from the outside, misses, and missing on the countering opportunity is Griffin. Minute left in the 5th. And Jackson definitely in full control of his faculties at this point as he takes control from the inside, 47, and that's going to be a 2-punch combination. The challenger eats both of those, 40 seconds to go in the round. So unfortunately, the impact rating of the judges will not benefit Griffin in this round since he is losing in terms of punches landed. And 1 star from the inside, but Griffin takes control, looking to rally here late. He's going to miss, missing the countering opportunity as a champion. Final 20 seconds of the round. Jackson again in double figures, but not as decisive as the earlier rounds. He's going to take control from the outside. 25, that's going to be a 3-punch salvo that gets him back up there. And defense, Griffin takes them all. That is the round. So another 9-punch differential, 13 punches to 4. And this fight thus far has definitely been all Jackson. As we check the judges, and like one of our judges may give a little bit of benefit of the doubt to the challenger based on that punch that stunned the champion. We're ready to go, though, for round number 6. And it actually was not Adelaide Bird this time. She does not have that trait. So here we go, round number 6. And Jackson's corner beseeching him. Do not get caught in a slugfest and dropped again. This is where you got in trouble the first fight. So bell rings, fighters meet at the center. Jackson takes control from the inside, lets the hands go 0-4, and that's going to be a 4-punch combination getting through. No defensive adjustment for the challenger. Jackson circling now. Looking to dip inside, 2 stars, takes control from the inside again, 46. Short, hard punches in close, and that's going to be a possible knockdown, and 2 and 3, and finally Griffin has hit the canvas. The champion drops the challenger with a hard right hand after that cross. Referee Davey Pearl begins the count. And 8 or less, this is over. He begins to toll, and 6. This fight is over. Just like that, a hellacious right hand finally cracked the chin of the game challenger Hank Griffin and put him down face first. He did not even move as referee Davey Pearl told the 10 count. And the end second segment of round number 6. The end is going to come 34 seconds in. A devastating knockout for the champion as Peter Jackson retains his title with a KO 6 of the game, but overmatched challenger Hank Griffin. So it took these guys 16 rounds to decide that, and it looked like Jackson might be in trouble as he was in that first fight when Griffin hurt him in the 5th round, but he came out strong and timed that right hand beautifully, and that put Griffin to sleep. So once again, your winner, coming in knockout at 34 seconds of round number 6, and still Glory Days Boxing World Lineal Heavyweight Champion of the World, the Black Prince, Peter Jackson. So Jackson has survived that challenge. And Matt, yeah, definitely, it was definitely a fatality. It really was. That first fight, I mean, Jackson seemed to be in control then early, and just Griffin had a couple of big rounds, dropped him twice, but Jackson had a much more effective game plan this time out and took it to the challenger, as he should have. So he will survive his 6th title defense. Next up will be Peter Felix. And the next 2, Peter Felix and Frank Childs, both middle-of-the-road fighters. Probably not as good as Hank Griffin. Frank Childs may be close to Griffin. Peter Felix definitely not. After that, though, if he gets by those 2, a fight I'm looking forward to for sure against Sailor Tom Sharkey and the tough Irish heavyweight who gave James Jeffries all he wanted when they fought in real life. 2 brutal bouts they engaged in. So he'll be a good challenge for the champion if he gets past Felix and Childs. So we will see what happened. First, so Lennox and Chuvalo. Wow. Yeah, and that's how you could see those fights going too, because Chuvalo, when he could get inside, he's just such a mauling fighter on the inside. He was difficult, a handful really for anybody. And then Lennox Lewis, again, controlling things from the outside. You could see him peppering away with that jab and cross. 192-88, and that was over 10 rounds. That's a great connect rate, 19.2 per round if that was a 10-rounder. That's crazy. So we'll wrap things up here from Reno, Nevada. And we will be back with Peter Jackson's next defense. Also next up on the channel, we'll be back to our 1921 New York Yankees payoff pitch replay, which will mean Robert can do his 1921 Cardinals. So 12-rounder. That's still a pretty, that's still a very good connect rate, 192 over 12. Comes to 16 around, so yeah. All right, so Chris joining us right at the end of the fight. Got stuck in traffic, and it is over. Peter Jackson, a 6th-round KO winner over Hank Griffin to retain his Glory Days Boxing Lineal title. So thanks to everyone for stopping by. Again, check out RJL 518. Robert's channels has the 1994 playoffs, Giants and Astros, and of course our good friend Chris at Tabletop Sports Delaware. Check out his wonderful channel as well. Used to be Stratomatic, but branching out into all types of sports now. And of course, Matt Steeler Fan 1933 with his Glory Days Boxing Dynasty on the Operation Sports, Other Sports Dynasty webpage, a fun read to follow along with. So appreciate you all joining, and thank you for your support, my friends. Getting ready to start rating the bantamweights probably by this weekend. I've got pretty much most or all of the research done that I need to do. So that will be the next set released. Look for that 5 or 6 weeks down the road. And give the little guys some love, as they are usually underrepresented in a lot of boxing games. So it'll be bantams, feathers, and flies next for Glory Days. And then we will see where it takes us after that. But again, thanks for joining, guys. Hope you have a great evening. And until next time, keep rolling for that knockout. Anthony with Bleacher Bums Gaming. We'll see you. Take care.